We're talking about line stunts, and we've been talking about the TE stunt on the forum. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at some plays here. Cover two sink, two deep gap shoot. This is out of 4-3 stack, out of the multiple deep playbook. Two deep gap shoot. Looks like we got a TE on the right side there. Let's see what else we can find. Cover six looks more like a ENT stunt, which is in first tackle, going behind the end. Let's see what else we have. 34, I don't think we're going to have anything. Anything. Well, Sam Mike 3 seam. Nah. Well, the crossfire blitzes would work, but I'm not going to look at those. 3-4 solid. I don't see anything here I would want to look at. Let's look at the dime. Dime, normally the cover two sink. Nope, this one doesn't have it. Nothing else. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything else in dime that's going to have it. So let's go back to, let me go back to the 3-3-5 wheel. You have the defensive tackle stunning here in the cover three. That should be something we could look at, or could be something we could look at. Crossfire three seam. I don't want to look at that. Looks like that's going to be about it. So let me look then at the big nickel, and let's see. Again, you have the defensive tackle stunting there. I wonder if there's anything else. See if they have a cover two. Nope. And under smoke two, I don't see. Nope. Okay, so that's going to be it. So we have some plays to look at. We have some plays to look at for the TE and the ENT stunt out of the 4-3 stack, and the 3-3-5 wheel with the defensive tackles. So let's look at those. And I'm going to get Kruger in because I believe he has a pretty high finesse move based on his performance this year. Actually, let's go look and see what his finesse move rating is. And I know Suggs has pretty high finesse and power, but I think Kruger is just more finesse. So let's look and see what Kruger has. Suggs is 85, 95, 85, and Kruger is 95 finesse move and 77 power move. So Kruger should perform this move pretty well based on what we've been talking about. Let's look and see. So as we're getting into this, we're going to focus on the right side of the screen, and it's Paul Kruger who we want to look at. And I'm going to admit these actually look better than they did in 2010. So apparently EA did work on them. So let's watch Kruger here. There is some fluidity to it. He overshoots it. Now notice the lineman goes past him and then gets back. I just think that's dumb, but there is still a problem with this, and I'll talk about what that is. I spread the line out here. Kruger gets picked up. Let's look at it on the replay screen. Spread line to give him more space. Let's see what happens. All right. But notice there's always a blocker always waiting for him. And not only that, the tackle slides with him. And what we're going to do is we're going to have to look at some real life stuff and see why this is a problem. I mean, there's an initial, his initial move is actually the problem. His initial move is the problem. He's not selling a rush up the field and then cutting under. That's a problem. And that's the reason why it doesn't work. If you notice, real life, that outside rusher is going to try to sell the move up the field first and then cut behind the defensive tackle's rush. Okay, that was cover two. Let's look at cover six and see. I said cover six looked more like an ENT, but I bet it plays out more like the TE. So let's look at it um, and see what we get. Again, I need to actually flip this. We got Upshaw doing that, and he's more of a power rusher. So let me flip it. Let me flip it and get Kruger as the primary rusher. Again, okay. I didn't like the way that looked. Let's see if we can run through it again. But again, I think one of the biggest issues is that there is no selling of the rush up the field, um, and then looping behind the defensive tackle. See, the thing is that offensive tackle has to believe, or he has to get influenced by the rusher. He has to believe that the rusher is going to go up the field so that he will try to block him, or so that he will not be ready for the edge rusher on the interior. And that's not what's happening in this game. And that's also why zone blitzes do not work in this game, is because they took out the zone blitzes where the guy step forward and influence a guy. I don't know. It's something that, to me, it seems like an easy fix, but they probably